Just, I'm still streaming to Twitter. I don't know if it actually works. I haven't signed into Twitter in a while. I bought like one month of premium to see if videos did well and live streams did well, and if I can get some of like if I get paid for some of my tweets or something on like impressions. And it didn't work for anything. So I stopped getting it. Anyway, yes, I'm here, and yes, I am how late? 40 minutes late? You know, it's funny because, and this is true, this is honest, this stream was actually supposed to start early today. I was actually going to, I think this needs to go back a little bit. I was going to start the stream early today. It was going to be, it was going to be around 10, because I was like, oh wow, I got so much done this morning. There's not really that much more I have to do. I kind of just want to do a Monday morning coffee and then a work stream on a stew curry, and then that'll be it. That'll be over. I might as well do it now. And what I decided was, no, actually, I'm going to eat lunch first. And now I'm beginning to see the pattern here of every time I'm late to a stream, it's because I chose lunch first. Every time and this is, you can look this is fact. You can look it up, okay? Look it up. Every time I didn't have lunch, I just had the smoothie, I was not late for the stream. So there is some sort of pattern there. But anyway, hello, hi, welcome, Monday Morning Coffee, episode 68, very close to that funny number. It's coming up. I have a coffee, we have a list of topics. We're going to keep talking about those topics until I finish the coffee. I'm already at halfway done for the coffee, so we might actually finish it through here. I did kind of want to do a work stream on the other channel, and I will try to do it. It'll depend on my energy levels by the time this one's over, and also one other factor that didn't have anything to do with the coffee, but I looked down at the coffee and then it like fucked me up. Now I don't remember. Oh well. Let's just get started on Monday Morning Coffee itself. The coffee's halfway done. I mean, I would pour a new coffee for the work stream, but that's neither here nor there. Let's start off with updates on this channel. If I can go to the right, where is it? This one, right? So where's my picture? Hold on. It's you, right? Good. No pornography, not this time. Okay. So, on the channel, we actually had 2 videos released this week on the channel because there was none on the Astukery stream. I'm gonna try a new formula for the Astukery videos, but that's not this channel. That's the Astukery channel. So I'm gonna talk about that during the work stream. We had the GTA 5 highlights that got put up, and then also my rant during Cyberpunk 2077. I edited this a little bit on the work stream. It's very fun. It is a very funny video. It's pretty relaxed. It's pretty laid back. It's not like a serious video essay or anything. It's just me spilling thoughts about how I think Rebirth might be good or might be bad, and I don't have any sort of opinion one way or another. I would just say that I'm probably more cautious than, I don't know, the average person who's super hyped for that game, right? Like, I don't know. The remake had a sour note at the end in my mouth. And of course, we're still playing that game. More on that when we get to the poll. But yeah, so these 2 are both out. I imagine this one's going to get more views because it came out the day after this one. And usually if you post a new video each day, whichever was the other ones before the newest video get hammed in terms of the algorithm. So I feel like this one won't get as many views, but that's okay because it's the Grand Theft Auto 5 video and everybody's already seen Grand Theft Auto 5. Also, I don't really like this thumbnail, but I couldn't find any funny, like super funny thumbnails from the stuff that I had saved. There's a couple of cars falling off the ledge, but I couldn't get it colored enough. The color grading wasn't there. You couldn't see what's going on in the thumbnail. But I don't know. Maybe I'll figure out something better for next time. In terms of the shorts, I think we're getting pretty close to the end of Channel 7. So the Channel 7 stuff is still going. And then after Channel 7, it will be Skyrim. So, but there's a couple of funny. There's like my favorite bit. And I'm glad my second favorite bit from that video got 3,000 views. But my number one favorite bit from that video is coming up, and I hope that one gets a lot of views because that is my favorite part. The one where I just shit on Philadelphia for like 5 minutes. Although I hope it's not actually 5 minutes because I need it to be 1 minute long. Oh, and I changed it. This is only for the ones with a face cam. I changed the setup a little bit so that's easier to read the text because, you know, if you look at something like this, it can be kind of hard to read the subtitles over like actual text. So this is pretty nice because it actually does make it so that you can see more of the video that I'm watching. But then also you could easily read the text and that I mean the picture's still there and everything. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then these are just gonna look the same as always. The ones that don't have a face cam are just gonna look like this because they might as well. Live. What are we doing live? So last week, of course, we had. What did we do last week? So we did. You guys voted for Ready or Not, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, and Grand Theft Auto 5. And then we did a bonus Cyberpunk stream because I really wanted to get back into it. Now I feel locked in. Now I feel like I'm ready to, you know, whenever it gets voted to play it again. The community poll is up. Oh no, it's already showing me the result. I actually don't want it to show me the results. Oh well, that's fine. I just won't look. I just won't look. And yeah, I voted on a couple. But anyway, this one's gonna be special slightly because I plan on every single week until Rebirth launches, we're gonna play Remake at some point in that week. So it's gonna take over the #1 slot essentially. So on the first stream, the first block of the first stream will always be Final Fantasy VII Remake until Rebirth comes out. And honestly, since we're stopping the Final Fantasy VII Remake run, we're stopping the Final Fantasy VII Remake run when we get done with Wall Market, because like I've said many times, the game peaks at Wall Market. There's no reason to play after Wall Market. At that point, just watch a YouTube video and realize that it's not very good. But it peaks at Wall Market, so we'll do all of Wall Market, and I think that's going to take us probably, I mean, when does that game come out? That game comes out at the very end of the month, right? So, it's like the 28th. So we have probably 2 weeks, right? I think it's 2 weeks. So one stream of Wall Market and then another stream of Wall Market, and if we don't finish it, we'll just keep playing. But maybe that at that point I'll go back to a vote. I think I'm only going to force it onto the list before Rebirth, because it's the SEO. I get to overthrow your guys' pick when it comes to SEO, okay? Because the SEO is important. But what you guys have voted for this week, oh boy, am I so glad, kind of, to see Elden Ring at 0%. It seems like people got tired of. People kept voting for Elden Ring for so many weeks, and then they stopped. Where was it? Yeah, Elden Ring at 40. Elden Ring was at 78 the first week, and then 40, and then 27. They keep falling, and now it's at 0. So on this poll, and like I said, these polls are still live. They have not been decided. These are not the final choices. Go into the community tab on this channel and vote for whichever one you want to see. It's not been decided yet. But here are the current winners. So of course, like I said already, the first slot is guaranteed Final Fantasy VII Remake. The second slot, so far, is looking like it's going to be Cyberpunk 2077. I have no qualms. The third slot, so this is going into stream number 2, the third slot's going to be Disco Elysium. We'll be picking back up Disco Elysium. And then the last slot is going to be SWAT 4, which I did promise that... I promised after we beat Ready or Not, this was pre 1.0, so this was before they added a campaign. I promised that we were going to play SWAT 4, and now we're like halfway through the campaign. I'm like, yeah, we can take a break to play SWAT 4. It's fine. It makes sense. I still have it installed, like I said. These are all just games I have installed that we need to make a decision on at some point. So, That all sounds good to me, but like I said, these are still live, so if you want to tip the scales in favor of whichever game you want to see, if you want to rig the poll, it's free. Hey, it's anybody's game. I don't care if anybody rigs the poll, because I already rig it by default. I rig it by just not giving you the choice, okay? So if you want to rig the poll, it's fine. I don't care. I have no intent one way or the other. So, these are your choices, like I said. So in the first part poll, it's Cyberpunk 2077, which is currently winning. Blatant Sorcery is also a choice. Rune Factory 5 is also a choice. And Civilization 4 is still a choice. One day we'll get there, but not quite now. Civilization 4 is still a choice. In part 2, which tends to be the more competitive, I think more people vote for part 2 because it shows up on more people's feeds. Top 1, Elden Ring, continuing Elden Ring. Slot 2 is Disco Elysium, which is a pretty popular stream. Mod Teardown at 3rd, and I think all the tactical shooter fans who are now in this audience are all voting for SWAT 4, and so have I. Because I need to get off my computer. Because it's on GOG, it's not on Steam, so I don't see it. So I'm gonna forget that it's installed on there. Anyway, so that all looks good to me. I mean, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. You know what else I'm good for? Tier lists. Time to do some tier lists. I'm so glad we don't have to do an extended cut on the updates now. We just get to go right to the good stuff. I'm sure the podcast listeners are also very thankful that we no longer have to spend 20 minutes talking about a bunch of bullshit. All right. So I've got 3 tier lists here because they're relatively short. I think we'll be able to get through all of them. We have the first one, condiments and sauces. Second one, they're all food-based, by the way, just so you know. First one is condiments and sauces. Second one is sandwiches. I've done this sandwich tier list so many fucking times, and I doubt my choices change, but because it's the first time that I'm doing it on stream, I have to do it again. And finally, the candy tier list. This is the Omega candy tier list. I tried to get the longest candy tier list I could find, like I eat a ton of candy, which I don't. I don't know what half of these are, but I just like it when they're really big. Like if they go beyond this, if they need a scroll wheel, they just keep going. That's what's important to me. Anyway, let's keep going here. So this is the first one. Condiments. Alfredo sauce, very heavy. I mean, I am a big fan of fettuccine Alfredo. I think it goes good with chicken, but I'm not a big fan of chicken fettuccine Alfredo because then that's just way too much. I like fettuccine Alfredo, and I like if you dip a piece of rotisserie chicken in Alfredo. It's probably really good. I like fettuccine Alfredo, but this is condiments and sauces tier list, so it's I think the diversity in which it can be used is a big factor here, so I'm actually going to put it at C. Because it's not, I'm just thinking fettuccine Alfredo. I can't really think, or just pasta in general, there's not that much you can use with Alfredo. Barbecue sauce, this is maybe controversial. I've had a shit ton of barbecue sauces all across from just generic store-bought garbage to fine dining restaurant stuff, and I've never had a good one. Ever. I've never had a barbecue sauce that I thought was good. Butter. I mean, it's the lifeblood of your. It's like putting water on a drink tier list. I don't know where to put this. Is it a condiment? I mean, I guess. For what? For bread? I mean, buttered bread tastes pretty good. I mean, you use butter to cook. I don't know. Where do you want me to? I'm putting that true neutral. In fact, can we add one below? Let's just true neutral. This is the center point. This is the axis of oh wait, shit! I named the wrong one. Oh well. B. Oh wait, but now it's a different color. Oh, I think I need to fix my mistake. God damn it! Can I just change it from here? Oh, I can. Okay. true neutral. Cheese sauce, this is another one where I don't know if I've had too many good cheese sauces, but I feel like I've had more good cheese sauces than I have barbecue sauce. I also feel like it's fair to put it on the same page as Alfredo, since that's basically what it is. Chili oil is pretty good. You need to use it in small quantities, of course, but I think chili oil is a pretty, like, you could use that for pretty much anything. That's pretty good. Cranberry sauce, I mean, it's good with turkey. It's good with chicken by proxy. Not much else. I'm just going to put that down here. Cream? Like that shit you put on a cake? I mean, it tastes good, but there's like, if we're talking utility, if we're talking cheese, if we're talking cream utility. Now, if it was cream cheese, actually, hold on. Is cream cheese a separate option? Or am I assuming that this is also cream cheese? Now, if this is cream cheese, that changes. Things change. If we're assuming this is cream cheese, that's a B, easily. If it's just cream, like whipped cream or buttercream, then it's a little bit weird because obviously that's only something that you can use in like a dessert dish. But cream cheese is powerful. Cream cheese runs the whole gambit. So I'm just going to call that one cream cheese. Dijon is great. But the Dijon A. Gravy. Not a big gravy fan. In fact, it's going to be controversial. Well, actually, no. Because gravy... The problem with barbecue sauce is that barbecue sauce, you put barbecue sauce on anything, it tastes like shit. You could put gravy on a lot of stuff, and it holds. You know? So, yeah, I'm putting all these at C. I think they're fair at C. Guacamole, not a huge fan, honestly, but I'm not a big fan of how easily avocados just turn to shit. Like, avocados, I'm gonna piss some people off. Avocados are the chinchilla of vegetables. These things should not exist given how fucking easy it is to just immediately rot and die in your hands. That's the problem, and that's the problem with guacamole, because like, yeah, fresh guacamole looks really good. You set that shit out for like 45 minutes max, and it goes bad. It's the same problem I have with eggs. It's why I don't like eggs. It's because if an egg is even slightly cold, you can't eat that. It's disgusting. Alright, maybe hard-boiled. Well, no, hard-boiled eggs are pretty disgusting, actually. I'm just gonna cover the whole base. If it's cold, it's gross. I mean, guacamole, it's not that it's cold, it's great. That was eggs. But this is like, it just sets out and it turns like brown and yellow and gross. I'm gonna put it at C. I know I'm putting a lot of stuff at C, but it's just another C one. Hoisin, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of meals that have hoisin sauce, and I've never noticed the flavor. I have no idea what hoisin is supposed to actually taste like. I've had it. I've had those HelloFresh meals where you put the hoisin sauce with soy sauce, and all I taste is the soy sauce. So I have no idea what this does. Hollandaise. Hollandaise is pretty good. I'm gonna put that at B. Honey. Not a huge honey fan. I'm not a huge honey fan. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna elaborate. I'm not a huge honey fan. Hot sauce. Not a big hot sauce guy either. Hot sauce. You know what? I'm even gonna put hot sauce at D. I know. And I put chili oil at A. I know. But hot sauce. I'm thinking like Tabasco. I'm not thinking sriracha, because I mentioned sriracha. Yeah, sriracha is its own thing. We're not counting sriracha yet. But I'm thinking Tabasco. I'm thinking of Cholula, like the really generic hot sauces. Those exist, in my opinion, solely for if you have a food that's like really gross and really bland to just overwhelm whatever that thing tastes like. Like if you have something where it's like, oh, I know this is going to taste like shit. If you put hot sauce on it, at the very least, you will mask that flavor in hot sauce, which is not great. It's actually also kind of shit, but the whole gimmick is that you hope the shittiness of the food is worse than the shittiness of the hot sauce, so that the hot sauce makes it at least like edible, right? That's the point of hot sauce, which is not a very good. I don't think that's a very good position to have as a sauce. A sauce should be a compliment, like chili oil. Put chili oil in ramen. Put chili oil on just, I don't know, rotisserie chicken. Same thing with Dijon. There's a lot of good options for Dijon, but not for hot sauce. No. So I sound like a food critic. I eat like, I don't know, peanut butter and jelly for lunch when I'm busy. Okay. Hummus. I'm not a big hummus fan. I'm sorry. I'm just not a big hummus fan. No, I'm not a big hummus fan. Because you think, so like, hummus goes with pita, goes with pita chips, goes with all that stuff. And when you have pita with hummus, you know what? I can't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to avoid putting stuff in C, but I can't in good conscience put in D. Because the thing is that, the thing is that if you put hummus on pita bread, it still kind of tastes like shit, actually. Okay, never mind. I'm putting it down D. I don't like. There's tzatziki sauce. Just use like tzatziki sauce or something. It's like you put hummus on a piece of pita bread. It's manageable. It's serviceable. But if you think about all the other things that you can put on a pita, like look at halal guys. You just scoop it into the bowl. Just get a little bit of everything. Eat that. It tastes 10 times better than if you put hummus on that shit. Which makes me believe that hummus is not, there's no point in it. There's no point in having it. Ketchup, I do not like ketchup. Ketchup is easily the worst of the condiments, and somebody's going to get very angry at me for saying that, but it's true. And I'm not elaborating further. Maple syrup, not a maple syrup fan. I know, it's a Canadian thing. I'm going to say, well, maple syrup tastes better than honey. But yeah, that's a C. That is a C ass tier condiment. Maple syrup. Who would even put maple syrup on? Canadians, comment down below wherever you're watching this. I don't know if you're watching this on the podcast formula on like Spotify or something, or if you're watching this on YouTube. I need comments. What the fuck are you putting maple syrup on? That's not like a think about chili oil. Think about chili oil or Dijon. I don't know what you have in Canada. Think about all of the millions of food like Dijon. You can put that on salmon, you can put that on chicken, you can put that on beef, you can put it on a hamburger, you can put it on, like, you can literally put it on anything. What is maple syrup? How are you guys using maple syrup beyond like pancakes? Because that's the only thing we use it for. We should put it on pancakes. But that's not really, at that point, I don't even, if it's just a pairing for a single food item, I don't even know if you can call that a condiment. I bought a thing of maple syrup 6 months ago, and it's still in the fridge, and there's like half of it left. Because I have nothing to use it for. That's a question for the Canadians. Marmalade? No, I don't even know what this is. That sounds like an Australian thing. I don't know what that is. Mayonnaise. We've reached mayonnaise. And this is where half of you who have been listening to my opinion so far, half of you who have been watching this immediately disregard every opinion I've given on this show at this point. Mayonnaise is S. Mayonnaise is S, and honest to God, no, olive oil is also S. So, but just those two, and I'll put olive oil up there right now. Olive oil and mayonnaise are the only two S tier condiments / sauces. And here's my argument. Anyway, moving on. No, I did actually have something. The mayonnaise. So when I'm constituting mayonnaise here, when I'm putting for any of these, honestly, for any of these condiments, any of these sauces, I am putting in as the contestant its strongest fighter, right? The most powerful that you can get of that condiment. I'm putting in for that place. And that's why I'm like, you can give me the best ketchup. It still sucks ass. You can give me the best hummus. It's not, I mean, maybe it could taste a little bit good, but I'm still not a fan of it. The best hot sauce, I don't think it's, in comparison to chili oil, because the best chili oil does really good. Mayonnaise, I think people get a little shitty over because there's a big degree of mayonnaise. There's a lot of places where you could go with mayonnaise. At the very bottom tier, the tier nobody's touching, nobody's claiming to touch, is shit like Hellman's, like Miracle Whip. That shit is disgusting. And I think every single person agrees on that. Okay? But if you're talking like homemade mayonnaise, if you're talking Kewpie, if you're talking like the special restaurant mayonnaise that they make for like burgers in restaurants, the yellow ass mayonnaise. You see this mayonnaise? This is one of the good mayonnaise. You can tell because it's got a yellow tint. It's not white. Those mayonnaise go hard. And that is the mayonnaise I'm picking for this. Same with the olive oil. I'm talking like good, extra virgin, right from the olives. I don't actually know how olive oil is made, but the olive oil that's good. This stuff is in S tier. So I'm not continuing this topic. We're on the first one. We need a fucking catch up. Okay. Mustard, that's not Dijon, that's just yellow, is whatever, it's fine. Peanut butter, not a big fan, especially after almond butter. When almond butter became a thing and replaced peanut butter was just not as good anymore. Okay, salt and pepper are true neutral. I'm not rating these. I'm not rating fucking salt. It's stupid. Pesto's pretty good. That goes on A. Use it a lot for pesto. Or is pesto and chimichurri the same thing? Or like relatively the same thing? I feel like it is, right? Can I count pesto and chimichurri in the same place? Because I don't see chimichurri down here. I'm going to say that those are the same thing. I don't know if they're exactly the same thing. I'm just going to say that they are. And that justifies my A placement. Ranch, I can't defend ranch. I'm sorry. I like ranch for like the fucking chicken, the frozen chicken nuggets you get from the store. That's what I like ranch on. I don't use ranch for anything else. Relish is pretty good. I'm a big pickle guy. I do like pickles. So relish is good for me. I'm going to put that at B. I'm not going to put super high. I'm not going to hardcore defend it like how I defend mayonnaise. But relish is pretty high up there. Sesame oil is pretty good. I'm going to put it on the same page as chili oil. I think that's fair. Soy sauce is a good all-rounder. Even if I'm talking highest quality, there are some good-ass soy sauces. Soy sauce, I'm going to put it at S. Actually, there's a trinity. I lied from before. There's a trinity. Soy sauce is one of those things, I think also like mayonnaise, where there's a big spectrum. And you can get really shitty Kikkoman soy sauce, or you can get the real fine-ass shit. And the fine shit is, like, really good. It's S tier. We're, like I said, strongest soldier here in this tier. That's the philosophy behind this tier list. Sriracha is one step above hot sauce, so it's C. Actually, ranch is... No, like I said, ranch is good on, like, frozen nuggets. So that's fine. Sugar, that's never true noodle. I'm not fucking with sugar. And vinegar, too. Like, vinegar doesn't even make any sense there, because there's just, like, 20 types of vinegar. There's, like, balsamic vinegar, apple cider vinegar. But it's just vinegar. I don't even know what that would be. I'm not counting that one. Marmalade, I don't know what that is. Worcester, I think I've had, like, twice in my life. Tomato sauce, like, for spaghetti? I'm gonna say that's a tier above ketchup. So C. Sweet chili and teriyaki I do not like. In fact, teriyaki might be down here. And then sweet chili. I don't think I know what sweet chili is. There's a tier list. We need to start going a little bit faster. We're 30 minutes in. We spent a lot of time. We front loaded a lot of time on the condiments. But yeah, there's your holy trinity, right there: mayonnaise, olive oil, soy sauce, and I will not elaborate any further than I already have. Next tier list. This one's gonna be really easy because I have this one. Like I said, I had this one memorized because I've done it like 10 times for some reason. This is the Encyclopedia of Sandwiches. This is basically it's a famous image that describes all the different types of sandwiches around the world, and now they split that image up into a tier list. I want to take a sip of coffee real quick. Drinks. It's coming up, but not today. You know what? Let me blind pick. I'm going to blind pick, not describing my answers. And then I will describe the... Actually, that sounds lame. Okay, I'll just keep going. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Can we put... I need another true neutral. Hold on. I feel bad for putting C, because C is pretty low down here. In fact, I'm going to... Can we just do like C, D, and F? I feel like that's more fair. Like F blue. F blue, D is green, and then, okay, that's fair. This makes sense. Bacon, egg, and cheese is true neutral. I don't care. Grilled cheese is also pretty true neutral. In fact, I would actually put grilled cheese at B because for some reason, grilled cheese is better than bacon, egg, and cheese. There's gonna be a lot on here that grilled cheese is strangely better than. Pulled pork is alright. A banh mi, pretty high up there. That's with the, oh, it just says meat, but I think more specifically, there is a specific type of meat that they usually use. Is it pork belly for banh mi, or am I misremembering? I don't actually remember. It's like a very thick, it's like a super thick slice of meat. It's very good. And they do have mayo on there. Like I said, all good cultures know that mayo is an S tier ingredient, but they only use a little bit. So it's like not a saucy sandwich, which is nice. The BLT is better than the bacon, egg, and cheese, I'll say, but not much better. It's like the grilled cheese is better than the BLT. The Italian sub is... Italian sub might be our first S tier. You can go... That is like the latte of sandwich shops. Like, you're going to a sandwich shop for the first time, and you just need like a generic pick that every sandwich shop has to determine whether it is a good sandwich shop or not before you go into their specialty sandwiches. The Italian is that. The Italian serves as that. It's the latte of sandwich shops. Thanksgiving, this one's awful. I've thrown up twice in my life eating food. One was a chicken wrap from a gas station, and the other time was eating Thanksgiving leftovers. Lobster roll's pretty good. I'm gonna put that at. I'm gonna put that at A. I'm gonna put that in the same place as banh mi. I feel like that's fair. Turkey club it's a sandwich. Yeah, B. Sure, it's a sandwich. The tuna melt, I'm not a big fan of. I just don't really like tuna. A tuna salad sandwich is fine, I feel like, but once you add the melted cheese, that's a little weird. I feel like tuna should be a cold sandwich. Fried chicken is never S tier one. I already gave you my opinions on who had the best fried chicken. We already did that tier list. Cheesesteak, this is gonna be a controversial one. People aren't gonna agree with me here, but I'm gonna say cheesesteak is true neutral. I've not had good cheesesteaks before. I'm sorry, I just haven't had them. Give me a good cheesesteak, I'll change this big. I'm offering. Buy me a cheesesteak. I'm offering. And I'll change the pick. But for right now, I've had a cheesesteak like 3 times in my life. Every single time, it was not good. It was way too cheesy, way too greasy. I was not a fan. The Cubano, number S tier one. There's a lot of S tier sandwiches. I'm a big sandwich guy. The Cubano's up there as an S tier sandwich. It's very, very structurally similar to a banh mi, but I'm gonna say this one beats it out by just a little bit. The meatball sub, I'm not a big fan of meatball subs. I'm sorry, that's just such a weird fucking dumb idea. There's like the one meatball sub lover in the audience who got really upset by me saying that, but I don't like meatball subs. I'm not putting it an F. How about that? That made me throw up. The croque monsieur, I had this once and it was not that good. It was like okay. The croque madame I've never had, so I can't put that one. The Reuben. Down the rest here, right there. The Reuben. It's classic. There's the quaternity of sandwich. There might actually be more. Oh, actually, there is more. Sorry. There's a lot. There's a lot in S tier on this one. The gyro is in fact. Well, I didn't even see that there. Holy shit! Yeah, the gyro is an S tier sandwich. The po' boy is a B. I'm gonna put that in B. Caprice, pretty good. Patty melt, that's one tier above grilled cheese because it's just a grilled cheese, but it has beef in it, which is an improvement. Honestly, it's just a glorified burger, but they put it in like normal sandwich bread instead of like burger buns. Egg salad, that sounds gross. I would not eat that. That would make me throw up. French dip, very good. PB&J, true neutral. Pretty true neutral. In fact, PB&J goes up with grilled cheese. PB&J and grilled cheese are on whatever that... In fact, no. In fact, you know what? Hold on. We do need a true neutral. Hold on. We're bringing true neutral back. True neutral is the grilled cheese in the PB&J, and it's a degree higher than B. It's higher up there than you would think, because, like I said, a grilled cheese in a PB&J is better than a BLT, a turkey club, and a pull. Well, no, I'll put it in the middle. It's fine. I'll put it in the middle. There you go. Make this pink, so you can really tell. There we go. A torta. What's in this? Steak, beans, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, cotta. I mean, I've never heard of this, but it sounds really good. I mean, based on those ingredients, I would have to put it really high up, but I've never had this before, so I can't judge. I can't say. Roast beef, where did I put pulled pork? Okay, pulled pork is at C, so roast beef is true neutral. That's fair. You know what? Roast beef is a true neutral sandwich. I'm sticking with it. Roast beef is actually, hold on a minute. We might have to redo the condiments list here because roast beef might be the only thing that barbecue sauce is good on. But I put hummus in D tier also because it was only good on pita, so I think we're safe with keeping that on D tier. The hamon beurre, which is just French ham and salted butter. I mean, it's probably pretty good. Tonkatsu is an A. The Monte Cristo, I mean, it's on the same tier as this shit. They both taste the same. Ham and cheese is true neutral. Actually, I don't really like ham and cheese. Never mind. I don't want to put it above, Wait, where's B? Oh, BLT's up there. Oh, shit. You know what? Maybe ham and cheese is true neutral. Never mind. Bagel of lox is pretty good. I'll put that in B. The falafel pita, that's texturally, so I like everything they put in that. The problem is that texturally, that's not that different from the meatball sub. And I feel like the meatball sub people are going to get really mad if I put meatball sub at D and I put falafel pita really high, so I'm going to put that as a C. Chicken sandwich was pretty good. I don't know if they have tuna sandwich. But I was talking about how I didn't like the tuna melt. It would be the same, though, with chicken salad. That I would not want to have cheese melted on a chicken salad sandwich, because I would want it to be cold. So I'm gonna put chicken sandwich. I'm gonna put the chicken salad and the tuna salad both at true neutral. Veggie and hummus, that just sounds disgusting. I don't want to eat that. Bologna, that's disgusting. Italian beef is very gross. There's a lot of F tiers now that we're getting to the end of this. The Kentucky Hot Brown, I've heard of this, and it sounds real fucking stupid, but I've never had it before, so I can't judge. Liverwurst, never had this one. Cucumber tea? Just cucumber and butter? That sounds like some Scandinavian shit. I've never had this. The crooked banana, I've never had. Torta, bocadillo. I never had that one ever. Okay, so this is the sandwich tier list. And like I said, for you audio listeners, at the very top, the very tippy top of the sandwich, you don't care about anything else. You only care about what's at the top. At the top is the Italian sub. Fuck Italian beef. Italian beef is gross and greasy and really weird tasting. Italian sub, S. Fried chicken, S. Cubano, S. Reuben, S. And gyro. If you're counting gyro as a sandwich and not a wrap, which I would argue that gyro is probably the best wrap, but not a sandwich. If we're being technical here, like I would go in with like the burritos and stuff. But gyro, since it's on this list, is S. Final tier list. Candy. Okay, this one's gonna go really fast because I haven't had any of these. In fact, can we just put the dumpster of I don't know what this is or otherwise have never had it or maybe even have had it but don't remember. That's what this is, and all of these are going in here. 100 grand, I don't know. Airheads, I mean, default Airheads are pretty good at D. I don't know what this is. Almond Joy, I don't like the almond in it. That's the problem. When we get to Mounds, oh boy, when we get to Mounds, in fact, you know what? I'm just skipping the drama. Mounds is S. In fact, Mounds might be the only S. But I'm not a big fan of almonds. But I mean, it is just if I wanted a Mounds and the store didn't have Mounds, but they had Almond Joy, I would just eat the Almond Joy. So you know what Almond Joy is at A. Babe Ruth, don't remember how that tastes like. This is the baby stuff that you like doing the little diaper baby poopy stuff. I don't want this. Skittles is like B. That's black licorice. I don't like it. Butterfingers are pretty good. I thought they were better when I was a kid. Nowadays, I'm like, that's fine. The Cadbury Creme-Aid, pretty good. The B. Candy canes suck. The Werther's Originals suck. I'm sorry, all the old people out there in the audience. Cherry Sours, never heard of this. Is this candy cigarettes? What the fuck? What were you giving kids back in the day? I don't know what this is. Oh, this cookies and cream Hershey's. I had it once. It was not good. Crunch bars are fine. Let's put it at C. I don't know what Hershey's this is. These dots are terrible. I feel like I've had this like once before in my life. I don't like Dums. I'm gonna put them at C. Swedish Fish are not good. Hard candy lifesavers. What are you doing here, man? Where's the soft lightsabers? Are soft lightsabers on here? Are they? Wait, I don't see them. Oh, lightsabers gummies. Okay. This goes at C. This goes at D. No, sorry. This goes at B. This goes at C, and then the white ones go at D. There we go. That makes sense. Fun Dip. I never got it. I never understood it. Not a big fan. Gobstoppers, never had these. Gluten Plenty. Mr. Good bars are fine. Just chocolate and peanuts. Gummy bears are C. I don't know if I've had a Heath bar before. Every Hershey's bar is like C max. I've had one high chew in my life, and I have no idea which of these it was. I'm just gonna put these all in. I don't know. Hot tamales are carb, but why do hot tamales even exist? Jelly Bellies are not that good. All these weird Jolly Rancher products. I don't know what this is. Kinder Bueno. Pretty good. I had Kinder Bueno relatively recently. It was pretty good. Hershey's Kisses, that's just like true neutral. Laffy Taffy is pretty good, actually. Laffy Taffy and Airheads. I like this. I do like the sweet stuff. I like the candies a lot. But I think if you want to get to S and A tier, it's got to be like a chocolate. Because I don't like candy. Because like these Skittles, like these tropical Skittles, very good, but you can have like 5 max and you're out of it. right? Same thing with an Airhead. You can have like half an Airhead, and you're like, I just intook more sugar than I have in like the past 18 months, and it was really good, and I enjoyed it, but now I can't have it anymore. That's why for A and S, it's like we gotta tone it down a little bit. Joey Lemonhead, never even heard of this. Not a big fan of M&Ms, and honestly, the normal M&Ms I don't like either. Mike and I don't know. Milky Way, it's fine. I don't know what this is. I've had nerds like twice. I'm gonna say it's fine. Sweet tarts suck. Oh god, Payday. These are the fucking peanut butter bars. These are not good. I don't know what this is. Pop Rocks are such a stupid concept. This is the fucking one that's like lipstick, but it's candy. Why they make this? Razzles, no. Oh wait, hold on a minute. Hershey's. Now, gotta be careful here. Is this just all Hershey's, or is this the mini Hershey's? Because it looks like the mini Hershey's. I'm not a big fan of those. Oh, I think this is supposed to be. Sorry, I think I've been saying Hershey's. It's Reese's. I think this is just supposed to represent all Reese's, and this goes in A. They're pretty good. Ryzen. That's a Toho reference. Frollo, don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Three Musketeers is fine. Any of the lightsabers mints are just fucking not good. Skittles, I mean, all Skittles kind of just taste the same. These, whatever the fuck these are, that's not sweet tarts, but look like them, are also really bad. Snickers is fine. Snickers is pretty good, actually. Sour Patch Kids are pretty good. I don't know which one of these is just normal ass Sour Patch Kids. I think it's probably this one. I'm gonna put that B. All the other ones, I don't know what this is. Spree, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Starburst is fine. These weird, like, bootleg, unbranded strawberry candies are actually pretty good, from what I remember as a kid. They also have, like, the little juice inside, too. Like, the syrup. They're pretty good. But I have no idea what they are. And I don't even remember where we bought them. We might have just got them from some guy. I don't remember. I don't want to touch sweet tarts. I'm not a sweet tart guy. Skittles, sure. Twizzlers, now red Twizzlers are fine. I just don't like the black licorice. I don't know what that is. Warheads, I've had like one in my life. Whoppers. Now Whoppers, you have to be careful. Whoppers are pretty good, but you gotta remember, you're not supposed to bite them. They're melt in your mouth. Okay? You have no idea how many people I've met in my life who thought that Whoppers were bad, and the reason they thought that they were bad was because they tried to chew the Whopper. You're not supposed to chew the Whopper. You're supposed to let it melt in your mouth. Do that the next time you have a Whopper, and you'll realize that they're actually not that bad. They're actually pretty good. It's the same thing with M&Ms, right? You're not supposed to bite the M&M. You're supposed to let it melt. Anyway, Trolleys. Trolleys were my go-to when I was in college, because we had like that weird little like convenience store on campus, and when I was late at night and I had my night classes, they only had Trolleys, and so I would just buy like a big pack of Trolleys. I would just be eating them in the back of the class the whole time. It was great. I got some great memories of Trolleys. York Mints are pretty good, and Andes are too, if Andes are on this list. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this upper Airheads thing is. I don't know. Guys, I don't eat a lot of candy, like I said. Candy corn is awful. Candy corn might be the worst one. Welch's Fruit Snacks should not be. Welch's Fruit Snacks is like what the old people put inside the Halloween bowl, and you avoid those at all costs. That's not a candy. That's a fruit snack. Very different. I know all the kids out there in the audience agree with me on that. Kit Kat, I'm not a big fan of Kit Kats. That one's been controversial with a lot of people, but I'm not a huge Kit Kat guy. I think they're okay. I think they're fine, but I'm not a big kid. Like these S and A's. If you gave me an S or an A, I would be like, damn, you know me. But if you gave me a Kit Kat, I'd be like, okay, this is fine. Reese's Pieces, not a big fan of Reese's Pieces. They really ruined. They didn't understand the concept of Reese's. There's a plain ass Reese's. That's what that texture there, that's what it should be like. Very soft in the middle, a little bit of a hard edge, kind of like eating like a piece of bread. Pieces don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, they don't get it. This is another Haichu. I don't know. I don't know the difference. Milk Dud, I don't know. Charlie Rancher, I don't know this. Nerds Rope, I had this once and it was actually pretty cool. You were all the kids, but you were really cool if you had a Nerds Rope. So I'm gonna put that B. It's the clout. The clout cost turns it up to a B instead of a C. I don't know what this is. Ream Pops for mid. There's another Skittle. I already put like 3 Skittles together. I think I've had these 3 Skittles before, and I remember them all tasting the same. But they were all pretty good, so I'm putting them all in B tier together. Oh wait, this is default Sour Patch Kids. What was the other fucking one that I put up here? Oh, I just thought it was like the big bag, because usually they sell them the big bag. Okay, Sour Patch Kids is up there. Oh, and then Twix. Twix is S. Twix and Mounds are S tier candies. Easily. The only ones. I actually, like I said, I don't really like candy that much. But when I do, I get Mounds and Twix. And occasionally, if those are not available, Almond Joy, Bueno, Reese's, Trolleys, or York candies. Those are my choices. Anyway, those are the tier lists. I got to bed for the last 2 because I spent so much time on the first one, and I wanted to do another stream afterwards, but my voice is already kind of out of it. So I don't know if I'll do a work stream on the other channel. I'll try to. Maybe it'll be a lot chiller. Maybe I won't be talking so much at that point. But that's gonna be the end, at least for this Monday Morning Coffee. Of course, tune in next week for a very special episode, number 69. If I remember to do something special, I'll do something special. But I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't remember. I'm not gonna remember to do it. It's just gonna be a normal last episode. Anyway, this week, look forward to. Excuse me. This week, why do I yawn so much after I do that? Because I was so awake before doing this, and now I got tired talking, which feels counterintuitive. Anyway, this week, we will be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, as well as 3 games that you guys vote for in the youtube.com/Stukery community poll. Check out the community poll today to vote for whichever game you want. I don't know, for the other choices. But with that all in mind, I will see you all in the next one.